Yep, that seems to be working. Cool. Right then, it's time to do another bit of Rogue Trader. Last time we left this off, we had just unlocked the ability to use our ship to do space travel, which is going to be interesting. We're going to be exploring a bit of that. I'm going to wait a bit because I don't want to start until I actually have hit 6:30, you know. Got to keep it waiting. So, I think we... The thing is, we spent 2 hours, and it feels like we did a lot, but it was a lot of, like, wrapping up stuff. So, we went into... We dealt with the gang, with the gas, but that's where we left off. And then after that, we left that area, we went to meet the new companion, talked to the new companion, and she said all that stuff about the warehouse. And so we went to the warehouse, and we went to the warehouse and we dealt with a bunch of dudes, and there was a load of barrels, I remember, and I was getting annoyed because there was a bunch of barrels that were exploding, and I think they were doing like noxious gas or acid or something. It was lowering our armor. But yeah, now the whole point is we've got to go to those 3 new areas. Remember, there's the place that gives us all the food, the place that does all of the machinery / weaponry, and then there's a place that does all the admin. Plus, it's technically the capital of the dynasty and where I officially get, like, crowned. So, you know. I'm not sure which one of those I'm going to go to first. I'm convinced... It's 50-50, honestly. Because one part of me is like, I need the food one. Because the food one is very important. Because it can feed the people of Footfall, and just having food can, like, you know, what's the saying, it's like an army runs on its stomach or something, like that's important to do, right? So that's partly what I was considering doing. And then the other part of me was like, but if I don't have any machinery, I feel like that's going to be a huge debuff. It's going to be like you don't have access to the parts to repair your ship, or the guns to give to your army, you know, that kind of stuff. And then I also thought, it's like, if you leave the admin place to last, do you just not get officially recognised? Like, is it always up in the air if you're actually the head of the dynasty? That kind of stuff. I could see either, honestly. So we're going to sort of, I kind of play it as, I'm going to go to whichever place I naturally come across, right? I think out of all of them, the one that I don't see the immediate, incredibly, the one I think is the least needed, and this is going to sound a bit weird, but I honestly believe this, is the one that's related to the Mechanicus. And it might piss off Pascal a bit, but I might leave that one to last. We'll see. Anyway, let's get quickly into the game because we only have 2 hours. Oh, it's looking for a capture. Can you not see this? There it is. So yeah, we explored a couple planets. We did one that had like a tomb on it. I remember that. And then there was one that had a enemy. This one that had enemies in it. I think we did that before we left. I could have missed something, but honestly, too much of an inconvenience to go back and do. So we unlocked this place that has plasteel. In these places they're orange, you see, so I'm like iffy on choosing them. But that's Footfall. I could make my way this way. This is the nearest. This is a planet that we need to go to. That's the Agri World. That's probably the first place I want to go. And I can technically go there now. I don't think that's the right idea. Because Because I could be wrong here, but I don't think there's any time limits on this. So I'm going to warp travel to here. Surprisingly not get an encounter again. And we're just going to sort of explore naturally. Wait, we've already been here? Whoa, it feels like I've been a dingus here. I didn't realise we'd already been here. Oh, it's a safe one back to there. Oh, so I must have gone... You see, I thought I went here to here to here. But I must have gone here to here to here. Why did that say not explored? Apparently there's a place on there that's not explored, but I didn't see it. Oh yeah, hold on a second, let's chart new routes. Apparently I didn't... Maybe I didn't do that last time? No? Okay. We're going to warp travel back to here. So, permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behaviours in certain ship systems. All decks report uncontrollable opening and closing of doors. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's commands. It's caused casualties. The tech police have explained this as being caused by machine spirits. I don't know what this word means. And it's been hours chanting litanies. Good to know. I think we're going to make our way to here. It's going to be dangerous. But we're going to do it. Lord Captain, I hasten to report disturbing news brought to me by a machine spirit on the ship. This matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since her first day aboard, her presence has been a disturbance to the crew way of life. If you allow, I've prepared a detailed report. Deliver it. First incident occurred immediately after departure from Uruk 4. The Lady Navigator chastated one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarter, killed his... What? The second incident was noted while traversing this warp. The Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instruction and it was thrown off course. Okay. Living near the Lady Navigator's quarters, begin to express extreme emotions, hysteria, apathy. Okay. Okay. I was told about a conflict between the Lady Navigator. Even worse thing here, I answered with broadcasting which she promised she would, I quote, end the Cassia if she saw her again. For me, Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to her. Let's get back onto the ship. Well, apparently she's been doing pretty horrendous things and pissing off almost everybody. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to the Senchal or whatever he's called. I call him Albert, but he's not Albert. He's something else. He's like Abland or something. Abland? Something like that. By the way, I hope the music's coming through. If it's not coming through, I'm very sorry. One of the reasons why
Captain.
One of the reasons why I'm I consider myself a hobby streamer instead of a professional one.
And who brought this piece of news to you, I wonder? Then again, I have nothing to hide from you. Of late, the helmsmen have been going off course with increasing frequency, and the reports are full of contradicting accounts. The problem continued, even after several demotions were handed out, so I took it upon myself to investigate. I was astonished to learn that our Lady Navigator has been amending entries in the ship's log, and the officers have been keeping silent on her orders. I immediately demanded an end to the outrageous conduct, and I reprimanded Lady Cassia in front of the officers. She greeted my words with silence, and then quickly departed. I should not have acted thus. I never even found out what drove her to do it.
So there's a chance.
Lord Captain.
There's a chance she's doing this out of the good of her heart, trying to help. But I mean, I have no evidence on that at this point. I'm gonna find Jay first, and we're gonna hear her account on the whole thing, and then we talk to the navigator.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you? So Vigdis is snooping in on my Vox line. I wasn't threatening your navigator. I didn't even think about it. I was just relaxing in the good company of fragrant Amasak, sweet-scented Laho, and a handful of new friends from the upper decks. And right in the middle of the fun, the Lady Navigator swoops in and starts jabbering about how her head is about to split from the cacophony of colors
Okay, so something's
coming from our
affecting her.
cabin. Long story short, Shireen, I had the misfortune of getting a taste of what your officers have been going on about. They say when the Orselio girl becomes upset, everyone in the vicinity loses
she's
their
an
minds
empath,
and
I
is
think.
overtaken by Aji. And it
I think
hurt
that's what
like
you call
anything.
it.
I can only remember everyone huddling in a corner, wailing like klaxons. As for Cassia,
I guess not an
I
empath.
think Cassia was flustered by the state of our clothes, which were very meager back then, as you understand. Before I could get my bearings, the porting was gone. The whole situation was awkward. As for the threats, they were addressed to one of the girls I'd been foolish enough to invite to our little party.
I almost hit get off their ship there. That's not good. So there's one part of me that says that this is a problem with her, that she needs to stop doing this, and the other part of me says, well, I think this might be a problem of her powers inherently being a bit of a problem to her, in the sense of like she can sense everyone's emotions.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I've heard rumours that you're not getting along with the crew. Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Let us go to my study, no one will disturb us there.
Then lead the way.
Right. So this is probably going to be her character thing. What is it you want to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to you, to your unfounded accusations about my conflict with the crew. I cannot recall me having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time aboard. You've been willfully changing entries in the ship's logbook and forbidding officers from reporting it to, I'm going to call it Abelard. I beg to differ. I read numerous books on Astronataris and can swear on House Orcilia's honour that your officers are entering data in complete contravention of regulation. I'm assuming against it's supposed to mean. False terms, random distances between lines, spelling mistakes even in the simplest of words. I have spent the last few cycles correcting the latest log entries, and I thought it would please Master Abelard, as he is so fond of order. And yet the Sentinel did not appreciate my effort, and for some reason called them an outrage, even though mere days before he had been swaddling me in warm yellow words. I noticed all your people do this when they are expressing sympathy. I merely wanted to repay him with the same courtesy. Perhaps he finds my friendliness off-putting? Let's see. You must have quite a falling out with Jay if she's threatening to kill you. We didn't. I didn't. This is our private business. The issue was between me and Lady Jay, Lord Captain. Please pay it no heed. We made our peace long ago, and I will have you know no one threatened me. Your information is incorrect. The messenger you rebuked butchered his own family and then killed himself. God, it does not go light on you, does it? I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship. I think I remember a kind young man with a shy smile and skillful eyes with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of his disgusting colours and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come back the next day, or ever again. Okay, she's got uncontrollable, mental, emotional manipulation abilities, it seems, and also she can be overstimulated by emotional, a lot of emotions. On the warp voyage, you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. I don't remember them saying this. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colours. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes. Right there in our path, I decided to change the course while it was still possible, but did not want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into a monster's gaping maw? The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outburst it causes them. Some even maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone, or will you put me in suppression shackles? Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of birds and what you used them for? Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived in Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird, but he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left, I had a countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic, with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously. I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds would not stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing around the room, smacking me in the face with their wings and defecating. I became angry and suddenly started pecking at each other and attacking me. Then I became afraid and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. I think I've heard enough. You have a kind soul, but you have difficulty reaching out to people. I could teach you the art of communication if you'd like. Let's see, what are the other ones? I think this one's the best one, honestly. This one's maybe a close second, but I'm taking this one. That would be wonderful. My education on Eric 4 was cut short, but I realised by then that the wisdom of books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well, since we are done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask a few questions now, wouldn't it? Do not mistake me, I am not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that you are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship, and you are always so busy. What would you like to ask? I read a treaty by Mobius very recently, who claimed that the subject would never believe their new ruler was better than the old ones unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favour of their base desires. What do you make of this? Okay. So, I can't do this one. Realistically. I mean, I'm not taking a 50-50 chance. I'm not doing this. So it's one of these two. So it's either your interpretation of the classic text is not entirely correct, the subject has grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions, adjusting unjust unwarranted laws, as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river. But no one will ever take your power. On the contrary, the loyalty of subjects can be bought at a pittance. I'm going to go with this one. Indeed, I was not wrong about your merits or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. Oof, that's not a good look. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Oystuch Istefan. The forgotten mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pan of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers, or be magnanimous and choose awe? I like this one as well, and it happens to be the one. Sure, I'm annoyed that I failed it, but... And if I wasn't playing this on stream, I might have restarted it. But what can you do? I'm not really actually that good at checks in this. I wish there was still music playing at this point. I must confess that that's something I can hardly bear the burden. Sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I'm not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a proletariat, can bear the responsibility for billions of lies day after day and not stoop under all the weight. It's not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty toward prosperity by worthy means. Yeah. Thank you for your patience. You have been helping me to see the world in different colours. A novel experience for me. Our conversation holds a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I'm heading back to my chambers. Well, hopefully that helps her. I wish it didn't immediately put me back here, though. You know? Because I think there hasn't been a time in which I haven't looked over there, realised that's not the way I'm supposed to go, and then had to walk all the way to here. You know, it's just a constant for me. I think that was it. There were some strange disturbances on the ship, but they didn't... And it meant there were some deaths, but we, they didn't ask me to do anything because of it. So I could go here, I could go here. I kind of want to do this one. In hindsight, what I think I want to do is I want to do this one to here. Like I could make it I could do that, and I could do here, and I could do that, and it would mean I could go zoop, zoop, you know. I think that would be a pretty good idea. I'm gonna do that. So now I can go to footfall instantly. And with this one... There. Now I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go here. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the Void Shield Array. Rumour has it that the late Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for a rebellion against the usurper of the Void Ship. That is you. So far no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating a clan or pacify the entire Void Ship crew. The decision is yours. What's this story about Lady Theodora? Rumours of Lady Theodora's presence on the Void Ship has been circulating for a long time, and appears to be a deliberate provocation rather than ordinary drunken ramblings. Perhaps someone is intentionally stirring up the masses to rebel against you, or perhaps it's the influence of the warp. Enforcers are already investigating, but right now we need to stop the conflict from escalating any further. As long as there's unrest continues, the Void ships will not be operating at full capacity. I think this one's the best one. The clans are endangering the entire tussling over strange and obvious. If you so desire, I will claim your wishes to enforce us later, but right now the unrest must be stopped and the people return to their duties or replaced. Wishes Voxmaster offer the enforcers to sort out the situation before we forfeit the crew wholesale. I'm gonna do this one. Look, I'm trying to play nice, but if you do this kind of stuff, you get destroyed. That might get me done in by somebody. So I'm assuming maybe the void travel is like difficult decisions. I thought it was going to be attacks. But it seems like it's instead just difficult decisions. But it don't seem to have any notable effect on the story. The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs the gaze of auger arrays. Only truly powerful diviner machines may see through the currents of magnetic fluctuations in the blessed vigil and discover the mysteries of this emperor-forsaken planet. Okay, that feels like a place I go to before. No, sorry, after. Interesting. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detect the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed, and left behind is this city, a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. So, I can drain the fuel, I can explore the temple, could go to the palace, or I could gain supplies. I kind of want to see what's in the temple. Trophies. I imagine there'll be a certain group that really likes these. The Temple District is situated at the heart of the city. The God Emperor's statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. Inspired by this majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore with renewed vigour. Soon enough, they stumble upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the Emperor himself, who's been watching from above, had directed their attention to the sacred relic. What's this? Is that a nothing item? Cool. I'll explore the local place. A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over rows of featureless bunk houses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires. After losing their companions, the team easily the Lord Captain was given an esquidus. Ooh, I can't use that, but it's a cool sword. They won't need it anymore. We're done here. Leave the dead city. I don't want anything more to deal with that place. I will say, did I not? What is this? Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit. That feels like it'd be really good on you. You have a bolter. So this just means if you decide to use a one-shot attack, you just hit. Perfect. They have all these weapons that only really she can use. Oh, and I guess he can also use it. No? Okay, I thought he had training with it. It's a worse version of what she has right now, but better penetration? Nah, there's no point in taking that then. Although, is that two-handed? No, it's one-handed, so there's no reason to not give her the other weapon. Okay, I guess, is this better? This just seems better. It's a real shame that I don't have proficiency in using these. Because they're really cool weapons. And I could get it, I guess, with a level up. I don't like the look of this place. No, I'm good on plasteel for now. I'm good on plasteel. So, I wanted to go to this place first, and it happens to be that the food place is first, so that's handy. There's a sighting of Lady Theodora. These are incomplete and vague, little more than yelling and hysterical claims. There were reports of casualties and unrest. There are mentions of... Oh, Ildra, okay. I'll deal with it personally. I need the exact location. I can't bring her with me, which is fine. I think I'll bring Jay this time. I don't know, you see. I guess I want to try out the build first, and if the build doesn't work, I go on to him. But I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, there's only one flex slot in my group at this point, because I like all of these other people, right? And so it can only be either him or...
Operation successful.
It only can be one of the two.
Is there money to be made?
And who now deigns to grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they've done? Or is it the leader himself who's finally tired of hiding behind others? Theodore von Valencia is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hollow yawn wide in her chest. A hole yawns wide in her chest. Rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and a lump and inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it's dropping in and out of reality. She looks at you with the whitish eyes of a corpse, and smiles venomously. Rogue trader, we meet at last. I have grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort, and everything I left behind has gone to this non-entity. Warp, illusion, begone! Argenta, my dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down and have a cup of recaf like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, portents, and your special path. You must have been so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings, or help you with your childish treasure hunt. Throne spare us from the cursed apparition of the arch-enemy. Is that what you're truly praying for? I can hear how fast your heart is pounding. I think deep down you hope that this apparition never ends. We have already met. Of course, boy, for it is I who gave the order to bring you here, to my ship. Oh, how I rue that decision. How can this be? It's the same vision as on the officer's deck, and yet entirely different. Why does it not remember that meeting? And why does it remember what the real Theodora did? Alas, my glorious voyage through life has ended in the dullest possible way. By death. A nuisance I'd staved off as long as I could. But do not weep for me, my boy. I'm still keeping an eye on my property, and punishing all those who failed me. What do you want with me? Why were you waiting for me? Matters are so dire that the pleas of one of my servants reached death's veil to reach my ears, and how can I ignore such desperate cry for help? And from my little Idara, no less. And once I had appeared here, of course I had to meet the pretender who allowed this deplorable state of affairs. You're not Theodora. Theodora is dead. There's no coming back from that? No. I'm sorry we could not help you, but you do not belong here. He feels sorry for me, wretched, spineless creature. No, the only one worthy of pity here is you, boy. But do not expect any. I'm not here to console you, oh no. I'm here to seek retribution against all who failed me. My brainless crew, my useless officer, my pathetic servants who turned their back on their mistress in their darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir, you who would have undeservingly claimed the warrant and everything else is mine. I will drag you all to the wart with me, drag it all to the wart with me, including you. Sure. Except I don't for a second think this is actually her.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Okay, this makes no sense, right? This is my ship. So me stealing the cargo of my own ship means nothing. These people are going to come alive and attack me, aren't they? You're not going to attack me, are you? Nah, of course you're not.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere. Oh, there she is. Thank God I haven't actually cared about her. And there you are, my little coward. Why won't you look at your captain? I'm right down here. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, boy. My little Idira is utterly trapped in her visions. No matter. I will allay your doubts. This is why you don't have an unsanctioned psycho in your group. Lord Captain? Turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close you can see the base of one of Idira's temple implants is blackened and melted. No, wait, Lord Captain? Lady von Valencia? You came back? Poor little Idira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch. I will drag the answers out of you myself.
My prescience has failed me.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. And then she screams. I tend to stop. Idira, I am your captain, not her. Listen to me and snap out of it. Lord Captain? Damn it. Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die. Die for the delection of my lord. Oh. How did one of these get on our ship? And another one. And another one. What? I mean, Pascal? Can I? Okay, I can't go as close as I'd love to be. Wait, how many of these are there? Oh, the workers. You reckon there's an achievement for, like, not killing the workers and instead focusing heavily on these guys? You're gonna stay, like, here. Okay? Bring it. Pascal, you're gonna spend your time... First things first, you're gonna put the front line down right here. Second thing second, you are going to... yeah. Bit of a surprising side quest, I'll be honest. Pascal, beat him up. I didn't. No. I persuaded her. She's on my side. What are you talking about? Letting her blast her? Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well. Look at her. She's doing something. I'm worried that she might... I'm worried she's going to summon a demon, though. God, she's doing a hell of a lot of abilities. You know what? I'm going to try something. First things first. Pascal? Do you reckon if you could just kill off this guy? Thank you. And then... I don't know, I guess put this on him? Wait, aren't you playing a Psyker in your game? Are you saying a Psyker blaster anyway when you are a Psyker? Wow, I thought this would do more. Oh, so that's the distinction. It has to be a... If it's a sanctioned one, you're fine with it. Don't attack me. You have grenades! Why do you have grenades? You know what, I don't really care if she takes any damage, so I'm going to kind of ignore her. It's going to take one there, so we're going to put one enemy on you. Which one does more damage? This one on average does more damage. Do you like how it's not doing the animation for me attacking anymore? That's a kind of cool little thing. So what does this blindness grenade even do? Like, if I kill these creatures, you reckon these guys stop attacking me? Or do you reckon they've gone insane? Like, I'm considering maybe just focusing all my efforts on this guy. Oh, they were? You reckon? Okay, well then they die. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need this. I could do this and automatically get another hit on. Nah. Did you miss every... Oh no, that guy fell over. Well shit, that's your turn. Okay, that attack hurt. That attack, in fairness, I forgot to use my... What is with you blinding grenading everything? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Can I really not see them? Ah. So, what we're gonna do is gonna boost my power. And then I'm going to quickly realise that that's the wrong person I should focus on. But I'm going to give him the temp wounds anyway, because I've already put the first one on. And then instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So you're talking about how you got Abelard Thunderhammer. It doesn't happen to be the exact same Thunderhammer I gave him as well, right? Damn, I can't actually get... Oh, I can move to here. Is that worth it? I mean, it's getting me into the fight. I don't know, I'll check. I'll check to see if it has any animations. You know what? I'll check right now. So... Let's just put a bunch of these buffs on first. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any. If I give him my actions, does he get more movement? No, he gets the same amount of movement. Okay. But he can do this. That's a cool ability. Oh, he gets a turn. That's useful. Okay, so I'm not as very efficient with my abilities. But I'm not particularly... This fight isn't that worrying to me. I mean... Wait, let me have a quick look at his abilities. Conditions. Melting? Oh. Oh. You know what? I got an idea. What is she doing? I didn't give you action points. What? I just gave you movement points. How did you do all of that? I've got a... There might be a problem with my game where just none of the animations are working. I think that there's a small chance that that's possible. It's weird. Sometimes these guys are called workers, and then sometimes they're called mutant bombers. Also, I'm not really sure. Have a look at this weapon, right? So I shoot him with it. It does 17 to 22 damage, right? And then have a look. This says specifically it deals an extra 75% damage, right? 17 to 22 damage. Isn't that the same number? Like, am I missing something? Is it not calculating the extra damage? Or is that just another glitch? I feel like that's another glitch. What is recoil, by the way? A shooting burst, a hit chance. Oh! Oh, I should be putting that on her more. Damn. What do you mean I can't put it anywhere here? More? Okay. I'm begging you, please stop using psychic powers. You're gonna summon another demon, and I really don't want to deal with another demon. I appreciate what you're doing, but I really don't want to... You know what? Your sniper rifle is thoroughly unimpressive. So, you're going to use these two huge swords I got. Can I use this in combat? Like, is she going to get hit by an attack? No, she's not. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Okay, she had an animation. I noticed that. What are these abilities? That would have been decent. I should have used this as well. Also, apparently I get another attack. That's pretty useful. These Zinchian demons are, if I'm being completely honest, thoroughly uninteresting. Like, they're not strong, they don't seem like they have a particularly, like, incredible attack. Gonna move to here because the thing's here. Oh, I get how it works. I got ya. I just understood how the assassin works. I'm gonna hit him with my mace again. You know what I did forget though? The literal whole point of the Blimmin' Horrors. Look, I don't like you guys. Could you just like not attack me? I don't want to kill you all. I'm kind of making it my job not to kill you all. But I'm not really sure what this blindness does. No, I'm going to continue just running. Like I'm going to try and make it my goal to not kill any of them. Admittedly, probably a stupid goal, but I'm going to make it my goal to not kill them. Until after these demons are dead. God, the attack is kind of fucking scary. But that's really it. I can keep moving. Is there anyone that's actually on fire? Anyone I really care about that's on fire? What does this do? Oh. Let's put this on her. We're going to improve our damage. Then we're going to hit them once. Absolutely destroy them, apparently. And kind of regret putting all my buffs on this lady, who's not next to the other one. Who will then use her buff to buff... What does this one do? Nah, let's buff her, why not? It's better than buffing nobody. Oh, you know, I should have tried it on Pascal, actually. That was my mistake. So, we'll do this. So, what did this debuff do? What does prone do? They kind of act and suffer a penalty to parry and dodge. Okay, that's pretty decent. I do find it kind of insane that they've decided to bring out a game and say it's complete without having animations for like a load of their stuff. That feels like a standard that you should do. Right, we're just going to do a bunch of debuffs on this person. Of course I missed. What are you doing, Idra? What are you doing? Why walk into melee if you're not going to melee? Okay, you know what? That's fair enough. You moved out of melee. Okay, they still hate me even after I killed that guy. Good to know. I thought there was a chance that I could save these people. What? Is that gonna hurt me? That feels like it's gonna hurt me. But also, I've already clicked the button. Okay, it did hurt me, but I mean, it didn't break through my 10 hit points, so you know. I don't know why I get an extra shot. Oh, I think that's the other buff, isn't it? How many bullets I've got? I've got 2. Reload the gun. Okay. I assume the second attack can't be that, so I'm going to use my... have another go. How do I not have this yet? Yeah, I've got to worry that she maybe gets hit, so I'm just going to give her some... just give her some health. God, do they only have blinding grenades? I understand the logic. Okay, well, I guess you've proven me wrong there immediately. Yeah, immediately game. Jesus. You know what? There's no reason not to do this. That's one down. I mean, this is just sad at this point. Like, I just feel sorry for them. You know what? Not sorry enough to not use all of my abilities, bear in mind, but... oh, they're down. Cassia, move back. Wait, that did that on me? Oh. Oh, I clicked the wrong person. Oh well, I mean, I'm also not a bad shot in this situation. You know, it's not bad to use me. Wait, this says attack. Can I use this on... I can use this in a ranged attack? I didn't know that. I mean, that still... it still was not useful in this context, but still.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Captain.
Maybe I should be putting damage on the person who's constantly burst firing. My logic being that if I put it on her, each +1 to damage goes to each one of those attacks, and so, like, in total that becomes more. I don't like how them having grenades messes with my group everyone up strategy, but in turn, I'm not that annoyed by it. Because I'm still probably going to continue doing the group up strategy. Until it completely bites me at the butt and just screws me over. which hasn't happened yet.
Am I getting paid?
Tell you what, sniper buddies, let's kill these dudes. You're down. Take a shot at him. Alright, next shot.
Don't
Cool. I like her as a in the group. I think I do prefer the bring it on. Like a little extra turn, another one of them. That seems good. Honestly. Lord Captain, is it really you? Yeah. I love these. There's two options. Are you alright? I don't know. It should be quiet, but in my head the whispering's louder. But it shouldn't be like that. The abomination claimed you called her. Is this true? Me? Did I? Yes, Lord Captain. I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember the voices. My old good whispers. They suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out for help, and she came. Damn it! Why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up! Shut up! The previous rogue trader's been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes, I did it a couple times when I'd had too much to drink. At the time I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her there. Ever since she's died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. The void tricked you, played upon your feelings. I can understand why, but there's no excuse for what you did. Forgive me, Wilbur. I know I let you down. I let everyone down, but it started off well, didn't it? You didn't shoot me or chase me off. All I had to do was keep control of myself, and the two of us would have gotten along fine. I threw away my chance. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out towards us, I kept thinking about that meeting. I kept blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her killer? The thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind day after day, choking me with guilt. You know what? This one on the officer's deck, I don't know what that was, but this time, here, this was the product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my mind. Has this ever happened to you before? Like this? Never. When there was something, well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared. Mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their mind. But Lady Von Valencia knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay. An acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it. But what happened here? It was just a mistake. I won't do it again. There'll be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Adira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families? You're a monster, a heretic. If you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up. Quit your preaching. You're the worst out of everyone here. So what am I supposed to do now? Wilbur, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or strength. But I can fix everything. It's just I've not been at my best, you see. Maybe we can find a way to replace my implants? Or some other remedy, a better one? Lady Von Valencia said such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself in a tight leash. This might be the first time in the whole game where I feel like these options aren't, like, stupid. Like, these two options where I just kill somebody who's obviously has no control over their powers and has been making severe damage to the ship. To the point I've had to put down a whole, like, group in the ship. I think it's the first time that I've considered these two to be a potential actual thing I do. Even this one, I don't use her, and she is such a liability that I'm honestly strongly considering getting her off the ship. What will happen to my crew while we look for this remedy? I pull myself together, Lord Captain. The death of Lady Von Valencia knocked me for 6. I'll get myself under control. No more booze, no more obscura, nothing. I'll stop walking around the lower decks. I'll be stone cold sober. Oh, Idara, if you had just stayed and did nothing, you would have gotten through this whole thing. But the pragmatist in me, and the person who is trying to play a character that wants the safety of the most people possible, feels like I should, even as an iconoclast, pick one of these. These bottom 3. I mean, I'm in a situation where, like, I don't want to be mean. I hate being mean in these games. But I'm in a situation where if I don't do this, I feel like she's just going to do more damage. This game is known for, like, if you make a decision that seems nice, at the end of the day it's going to screw you over. Because there's consequences, as there should be. And I feel like these are consequences that I'd feel real bad to have happen. Because at the end of the day, like, this could have been easily avoided by just picking one of these bottom 3 options. And the thing is, I don't want to help her. Honestly, this one feels like me at the moment. But I don't want to be mean to her. I'm going to cave in and I'm going to pick number 2. I know I will. But I shouldn't. She's a threat to the whole ship, and she's crying, and she's not done any of this out of malice. It's just out of guilt and the power she's been given. Oh God. I want to help you. We'll think of something. I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck has stopped. I presume you've brought the situation under control. Yep, okay. I'm going to regret this. And believe me, I know it's such a mistake to do. But I couldn't for the life of me choose anything else. I know it's the weak part of me. It's the weak part of me that looks at this and goes, I can't just not save her. And I'll be completely honest here. This is not because... Let me have a look at these abilities. What's this? Warp Conductor. After triggering a psychic phenomenon, perils in the warp, the wearer's psi rating is increased. I mean, I'm not going to use her, but that is the best for her. None of these are good. I don't have a Psycho in my group, except for technically a Navigator, but still. I will regret doing this. It is the bad decision. I strongly suggest anybody who actually has the bravery and the heart to actually pick the right decision there, which I think is one of the bottom three. I think if I wasn't a chicken, the option I would have picked would be the option where it's like, I can't have any ship anymore, get the guards on her and escort her off to the next planet we see. I think that's the... If you're playing the character I was playing, which is the Iconoclast, but is not like... Wait, this isn't an Uncharted, is it? Oh. I thought I had already done here. Ooh. That's a lot of ships. Is that 3 ships? And that is 1 ship. Weirdly, I'm more scared of the 1 ship. Because why is it on its own? Why did they think that was balanced? I'm going to regret that decision constantly, though. Constantly. I've got to realise that she is good, because most psychic phenomena aren't the summoner demons. What the heck is that? Yeah, it hurts. Let me have a look at your ship. Look. Okay, I'll have to wait for my turn to see how they look. Melter cannons. I wish I got the first shot, but I know why I didn't. Okay, first off, let me have a look at these designs. What the heck? Is that an Imperium ship? It doesn't look like an Imperium ship to me. Okay. We're going to move to here. Wait, where's my warp channeler? Oh, I need to look at this stuff. Void ship management. Hosts. He's there! It's me! Why am I not there?
Make every shot count! Helmsman, take us in. With the force of a supernova.
Shoot you once. We're gonna shoot you again. We're going to sell a torpedo.
Keep up the pressure.
I reckon if they shoot my missile, they'll
Darkness reached us.
Oh, they rammed me. Oh, that hurt. Like a lot. That's worrying. I kind of want all of my weapons to be on my sides. Oh god, I'm getting properly hurt in this fight. Okay, they're bringing out the big guns now. 2 fires. Right. So what we're first going to do is the plasma torpedoes. They're going to move to here. And they're going to blow up. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm learning, right? How do I heal? Is there an option? For sure as hell hope there's an option.
Coordinates set. Make every shot count.
can see if I can shoot from here.
Fire at will.
Nice. And then we're going to move to about here.
Engage the engines.
Okay, I don't have the movement for that. Okay, I might lose in this fight. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will lose in this fight.
The void ship's machine spirit cries out in pain.
Yep. How do I do anything? Yeah, I think I'm dead. I think there's nothing I can do here.
Let the void sort them out.
How do I activate the shields? I swear there was like a recharge shields button. Have I completely lost that? There it is. Yeah.
Helmsman, take us in.
Well, shit. I'm half dead. Am I full dead? We'll see. We'll see.
With the force of a supernova.
I
Void
barely
will be
won
harsh,
that.
but we're harsher.
Well, they do more damage than what I have. Okay, let's void management posts. Why was I not appearing? Wait, she's better? Oh. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything on this ship. Oh, I'm technically better than anyone here. Ablod's the best at that. You're the best at that. You're the best at that. And you're the best at that. Okay. What's this? Reinforced shields. The chosen sector of the flagship void shield is reforged, reinforced upon until it suffers damage. What's this? Not useful. I like that. What are the difference between these two? I'll take warp wave because it seems fun. Components. Right, first things first. Yeah, I know. These need... Do I care which one? Probably not. Yeah, cool. I need to repair this as well. Because that fight... 61. That was not an efficient fight. Not an efficient fight at all. I'm scared, so I'm doing this. I'm very scared of that of fighting anything else now, because I almost freaking died in that, and it was literally incredibly close. If I had forgotten about the restart shield ability, then I just would have died there. And I am not very good on ship combat. Yeah, but I don't need more plasteel, I don't feel. I'm gonna quickly do this save, and I normally don't do this on stream. But I think I'm gonna die in this fight. I think there's a very good chance I die in this. But also, I'm not gonna like not try it, you know? Like, I got all these cool new abilities from my ship, but if I'm being completely honest, if there was an option to not choose those and instead just have like one extra damage, I'd pick that. Because I'm not going to be... Oh no, it's blimmin' Xenos ships as well. Ah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I could shoot that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Fuck. I don't like this at all.
Fire at will. Keep up the pressure.
So if I move closer to them, do I just... Should I kill the... What's the range on this? So if I'm like... If I'm like here, can I send a shot? No. Okay, we're gonna move to like... How closer would I have to be with that? I'd have to be 2 more spaces forward. I can't do that.
All hands, prepare for acceleration. Let them taste our fury.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm completely screwed here.
Helmsman, take us in. Make every shot count.
I can barely get rid of half of the damage I'm going to be taking from this. Oh gosh, okay. I don't think I was supposed to come here yet. I wish it was easier to see what my shield is.
With the force of a supernova.
Come on, give me more of the 50-50s. I need them. What's this? Ram. Is there a way I could get it aimed so that I could do a ram on it? No. Not really. Move up a bit. So I have to take this a lot
Let
more
them taste
tactically than I
our
was doing
fury.
before. But I'm worried I'm going to die.
Macro cannons, open fire!
Though honestly, it's not going as bad as I thought it would go.
All hands prepare for acceleration!
I thought honestly I'd be screwed over immediately. What's this? Hollow field generates a hollow projections that disrupts targeting systems. So it's got mirror image consistently up. I see. Well, I don't think I'm going to get an attack off this round, but I can move it to like. Can move it to like. To like here. And then we'll summon out a missile.
Let the void sort them out!
And then let's end the turn. Are you within range? You gonna shoot me? Yeah, you're gonna shoot me. Ooh, can I get both of them? Oh, I can. That's insane. Wait, I got what?
Fire at will!
Wait, their neutron torpedoes don't also have the hollow field they were talking about, do they?
Salvo!
I'm gonna run over here and hope that they can't get to me. Okay, they couldn't get to me. I mean, I could just run out the clock. I'm gonna do exactly that. It's a scummy move, but it's the move I'm doing. Boom.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
That one was a lot better done. I thought this one was going to be worse, honestly. But if I look at this, I made like 30 something. And the repair only took 6. I made a profit on this one. Can I scrap this? No. Let's see what they were guarding. What were you guarding? Lord Captain, we received a transmission from Foulstone. It was sent by a member of the Order of the Hammer, Brutaris of Saint Conjantis, whose monastery is the only settlement on the planet. Or rather, it used to be. Some time ago, a transport vessel, the Navica, unloaded several thousand refugees from a planet belonging to rogue trader Winterscale. The Order of the Hammer has judged this invasion to be an act of aggression and is asking for your lordship's protection. Yeah, they're victims. And 11 days after the feast of the passing of Keith, the champion of faith marred the calm of the monastery of the Order of the Hammer. Countless tortured souls, steeped in fear, arrived on on Foulstone and a star Barsk. A great apostasy has fallen their home and turned them into abject wanderers seeking help and refugees. Their wicked and cruel captain, the owner of the Navika, has betrayed them. Once the unknowing souls in his care had made landfall on the world's surface, he deviously recalled his shuttles and left, thus ridding himself of his duty of care to the unfortunate lot. Not knowing how they would survive in Foulstone's grim wastelands, the Forsaken people came to the monastery of St. Cagintus, and there they surrounded its walls. They hammered their fists on its gate and implored and wailed, "Take us in, protect us." And what was once a place of serenity and grace was now full of din, disorder, and all manner of all manner of things despicable. The interlopers brought with them worldly futility and strife. After a prayer to the prelate, turned his eye to the pot. I can't say his name, I'll be honest. Recalled the first missionaries to set foot on Foulstone's vast wastelands, led by their zeal for serving Saint. Again, I don't know the name. And those missionaries have received the blessing of Nicodemus Keefe, the champion of the faith who has travelled with them in their star. I don't know what that word is. I think it's bark. To found in this place a humble and pure abode, wherein they can cultivate wisdom and piety. And Saint Cognatus, a man of great endeavours, a warrior, a wise artificer, never cowered behind the walls of a librarium, but stepped bravely into the darkness carrying light in the palm of his hand, and he commanded others to do the same. And Prelate, that word, did welcome the interlopers warmly as guests, but he did warn his brethren to keep their vigil. Their brethren and sisters of the Order of the Hammer came forth to meet the strangers, carrying water and protein victuals, and medical herbs and jugs of promethium. But the crowd came to blows of viads, and blood was spilled, and many were trampled or mauled in the stampede, some of them dwellers of the monastery. Then the warriors of the Order of the Hammer donned their flak cowls, inscribed with words of praise to the God Emperor on their tactical visors, and went forth, ready to render service in battle. With lasgun and bolter they pierced the interlopers with their chainsword and power flails. They struck them, and a great and bloody harvest was reaped that day. But the interlopers too, scant through their armaments and scant of their skill in battle, slew many among the monastery dwellers. For great were they in number, and greater their desperation. The monks fled behind their walls, and rang the vox alarm, and shut the gate, and commanded the armed guards to keep watch over the gate, saying any who approached. A quarrel broke out. The hungry and the sick lay siege to the monastery, begging for help in their spite. They blocked the water collectors and unpowered their generators. The faithful in the meantime made ready to resist, and a miracle came to pass. The God Emperor sent his champion, his confidant, his right hand, the rogue trader of the blessed Von Valencia. May the light of her grace remain upon it forever, the blessed rogue trader. Again, one people. Extended a veil of protection over the interlopers, taking them into his care, and thereby of all Foulstone with them. Humbly the Order of the Hammer heeded the God Emperor's confidence, and unsealed the airlocks and opened the gate of its abode, brought forth gifts of virtue to relieve the suffering of the ill-stricken. After a prayer, the architects set to work in accordance with the saint's techniques and the parameters set forth in the standard template construct. They erected spacious living quarters and sturdy fort walls for the planetary militia, and a spacious auditorium where to trade and store goods, and a proud censorum within whose walls clerks and servo bondsmen would maintain order and keep statistical reports. And a new yet righteous way of living came to Foundstone, and the people rejoiced, and all was good. Ooh. I didn't realise this was my place. Oh, so there's only 3 I can choose at this point. There's for Saint Drusus, young abode under its wing. However, the Order of the Hammer accept their gifts with caution, wary of the figure eclipsing their own patron. So I get a cool flamer. I get some holy gifts, a profit factor, some I guess efficiency, or the Ecclesiarchy lacks a capital in the Cronus Expanse for which to guide the faithful. If the Foulstone ascends to the status of Cardinal World, the Adeptus Ministorum will ensure the prosperity of their new planetary stronghold. Heretics will tremble when they hear of the alliance between the Von Valencias and the Ecclesiarchy. That's not bad. Get some holy gifts, some profit factor, and some security. I like security. No one in the entire of Cronus Expanse will make a worthier guardian of the sanctity of faith than the head of Von Valencia. A marvellous basilica will be erected in his honour in the world's capital city. It will be decorated with a grand twin statue of the Emperor and the Rogue Trader. Thousands of parishioners and priests will say his name in the daily prayer and bring him reverent gifts. What's this? I'm gonna go with this one. I can't do these ones yet. Cool. So, got myself my first planet. It's kind of cool, turning it into the head of the Ecclesiarchy in the Cronus Expanse. I mean, that can't be bad, right? Right? I could go straight to here, but I kind of feel like that should be the final thing I do today. So instead, that place is dangerous. But do I take the risk anyway? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We took 4 damage because of horrendous warp dreams. That's not bad. 4 damage. We have like 300 and something health. Unless it's permanent damage, it's fine. I'm slightly worried that we're going to have to go back though. And that it's brought me into this room.
I will fight if I must.
What the... Oh. Yeah, I'd like to level up, yeah. I don't think I win this. I don't think I win this in the slightest. What? I mean, I gotta give it a try. Oh. Oh. I'm screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. Please tell me that there's help that comes. Please tell me that help comes. And I don't have to deal with 4 demonettes and like a whole group that somehow got into my room. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord. You scared the life out of me. Get rid of those. Weirdly, it does have a sequence for when I'm... It does have a sequence for when I'm actually charging, but not when I'm not charging. Okay, we're gonna see how I do one-on-one with a demonette. Okay, it parried the first attack. That's not great. How about the second attack? Parried the second attack. That's not great. Let's try the third attack. That hit. That hit. I'm less worried. Okay. Okay, we're having a parry battle. Which is good until melee superiority appears when that second one joins. I'm hoping that none of these... Oh, that's his turn. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. He'd endure up. This is that's better. Yes. Yes, Agenta, thank you for joining. Why did you join with no action points? What is the meaning of this? Why did you join with no action points? Why do they always parry? Why do they always parry? Yes! Yeah. Keep bursting. Doing as much damage to the demonette as you physically can. Okay. Why do I have Why do I have one action point? Oh no! This is not good! I kinda just wanna... Oh no. Yeah, take some more damage. All I can hope is that I can whittle down one of them. Oh no. Why is this harder than the actual boss fight was? This would have been harder than the actual boss fight even if all of my people were here. How is this fair? How is the... I don't care about the lowering of my ability to shoot, but the fact it gets rid of my action points... That's not fair. So is this what happens when you get attacked? It's just like, surprise, and summons these things on you. That's fine, that's fine. Fine, first thing we're going to do is going to do this. Then we're going to do this. And then we're going to absolutely destroy them, right? Okay, sadly the devastating attack didn't knock that guy over. Okay, first things first, we're going to inspire her. Right, second thing second, we're going to give her boosts to her general characteristics for 1 round. Then, she's going to get an extra turn, where she is going to, I guess, kill off enemies? I'm always going to be using a single shot. So do I go for another chance to knock this person down? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, you failed, but I don't blame you. Because you did well. Ablard. You only have 2 AP, which isn't great, but it could be worse. Could have 1 AP. 50-50 chance. Whereas if I put this on him, I get a bunch armor. Yeah. What is this? Fuck, they just stack debuffs, don't they? And then parry everything. I really like the impact rounds though. Strongly happy with that. Ah, 0 AP. Well, I'll do my attack that's free. That of course is parried, and then that's my turn. You just have to hold on for as long as you physically can. And it feels like the longer this goes on, the more I feel like you're going to die. I'm bloody screwed. Could more of my people join, please? I'd like Pascal, or maybe like Jay. Oh, thank you. Now with Pascal being here, I can start putting these on. I can start putting this down. Give everyone a little bit of a buff. Then we can start doing this. And then we're going to shoot this one in the face. And miss, of course you missed. But, could be worse. We do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, is this what we're going to do? Or is this what we're going to do? I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to go boop. We're going to go boop. We're going to hit them with this attack. And they're going to thank me for it. It's fine. We're killing off enemies. Every enemy that's dead is an enemy that doesn't attack. Slightly worried about this lady being around for as long as she is. But if I get close to her, she has the advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this to boost my press the advantage. I'm going to shoot in the head. Then I'm going to go like this. Give him 2 AP, who is then going to proceed to definitely hit. Nice. I said that assuming you would fail. You know what? You're getting another turn. Hit again. Nice. Do you have an offhand gun yet? I do. I did give you an offhand gun. Good on you, Jay. Cassia. Does Cassia want to move up and shoot these guys a couple times? Or do I want to press? Yeah, I think Cassia wants to help her. So we're going to move to here. We're going to buff her. Okay, she can't take any of these buffs. So instead of what we're going to do, we're going to inspire her. And I keep... You can stack them.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Blim and take the shot. Let's put a little more buffs on her. Why not? Ablard. Buddy. I know what you want to do. I know there's enemies here, but you're going to move up to his sky. You're going to wipe him off the face of existence. Move to this guy. Wipe him off the face of the existence. And then you're going to immediately do this. Move next to these people. Wipe them off the face of existence. And then you're going to continue your assaults until they die. Wow, this started off very, very scary, and now I feel like I'm good. I mean, her ability to parry is very annoying. Very, very annoying. But we've dealt with the big bads. All that is left is a bunch of other possessed people. Which is kind of, when it gets to these people, it's just kind of sad, because you know that, like, it's very likely that they didn't actually want to do this. And are instead being controlled to do this. It is a real shame here, thinking about that. But, I mean, they're attacking you. You can't really come at it with, like, much of a sadness.
God, be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Right, Jay, just gonna start, like, destroying you. Then you're gonna make this person move. And she's just going to choose this person specifically and shoot them repeatedly in the head. Did that person take damage randomly in that fight? Weird. We're going to move you up. So, Cassia. There's a part of me that wants to make that person have another turn, like her. We're going to inspire her. We're going to buff her. yes, the two officers are going to give each other, like, extra turns, because why not? Don't know why I can take that shot, but I'll take it. Oh, is that why I can't Deadeye? All of her attacks are Deadeyes. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's not a real easy way of looking at this combat, is there? Well, I mean, you got Thunderhammered. Who's left? Oh! I guess I get the final attack? I'm sorry, but you're dead. You're dead now. I don't think I need all these stub revolvers, thank you. Now, do you think we should save the leveling up for next session or this session? I reckon we're going to explore this area, we're not going to level up, and then we'll end it. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, we're not gonna do that fight though. We'll scan this planet, because why not? Adamantine, I don't know if they're good, if that's good enough. We'll scan these 3 planets, but we're not gonna fight that. Because it looks scary and I don't want to deal with it. Xenotac? Yeah, I want Xenotac. What's this? It's a mission? Okay, well that would be perfect for tomorrow. So, yeah, let's do a quick save. Now, I don't think we got as much done as some of the other jam-packed story ones we've done before. But what we did get done here is we got a lot of like little planet stuff done. We got a city we can actually do stuff on, which was quite interesting. We explored a lot of other places. We got some cool weapons that I think Jay can use. We started figuring out how to use her. We got ambushed twice. We got to see Theodora again, but probably just a warp spirit of her, which was quite cool. What else did we do? I think that's mainly it, but I think that was pretty productive, honestly. I've had a lot of fun with this. So yeah, that'll be me. I'm technically ending 2 minutes early to what I normally do, but you know, I don't feel like I want to start what seems like a big thing just a second before we actually end the stream, you know. So there's not much else to say except for I hope you had fun watching. And I'll see you next week. See you next Monday. Or maybe if I do another stream before then. I think it's very unlikely. The next scheduled one will be next Monday. So I'll see you then. Bye.